Good day to you all. It is another Lick Friday. We've got a beauty this week. It's got that emotion side to it where you're just using 3 notes and doing what you can with those 3 notes. So the way you attack the strings, the vibrato, the bend itself, it's just basically how you play the notes, not how many notes you are playing. And for this I'm using the Wampler Plexi Drive. That thing there, it's on my pedal board, so I'll show you a picture of my settings that I'm using going into the clean channel on the Marshall, which is a JVM 205C. There we go. Right, the tab is free on my website, dansguitar.com. More lessons from me and jamming tracks like the one I'm using today, which you can find on patreon.com/dans page, all linked below. And this is your lick. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's basically just D minor using shape 4, and that's it really. So you're not doing too much more apart from bending a note and getting some nice flavours within your playing. If, as I said, if you do like it, give it a thumbs up. Go and visit the shop for t-shirts, mugs and all sorts of bits and bobs on there. Tab is free on my website. Patreon, that's 3 things, not 2 things. Patreon is all linked below as well, where you can find the jamming track that I'm using for this lesson. It starts with that 8th fret, which is the G note, on the 2nd string, bending it to the A note. So, and you're going to partially let it down, and then you're going to bring it fully down, pulling that off to the 6th fret on the same string. So, back to the 8th fret, same string, and then it's going to the 7th fret, the D note, on the 3rd string. So you got, next part is the all important kind of flavoursome note, which is the vibrato on that 6th fret, the F. Now try and get as much as you can on that, or as quick as you can, to give it that bluesy vibe. And then you're finishing with the 8th fret, the G, I nearly forgot what it was, as a staccato note. So you're sort of resting after that beat basically. That's your first lick, so that goes round twice. Then we've got a variation on that, so basically doing that, where we take the bend itself and bend it up again and let it down. So the first bend on the 8th fret is just 1 bend. Then you do the bend again and bend it up, let it down and pull that off to that 6th fret. So back to the 8th fret 2nd string, and then the 7th fret on that 3rd string. So it's the same notes, just a different variation, different way of playing it, and you do that twice. So now this next one, I like these kind of licks where you go from kind of straight into that triplet pattern. So the notes we're using, the same 3, so we've got 6, 8 on the 2nd string, and then 7th fret on that 3rd string. So, and then basically you go for a triplet pattern. So 3 patterns are the same thing. So you've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 strikes of that 7th fret, adding vibrato to finish the lick itself. And that is your lick. Back to me. So we're at the end once again, and that was your Lick Friday for this week. It's emotive in many ways, but it's the way you play 3 notes that matters, or just minimal notes, not necessarily 3. So one thing I tend to do with students when I have lessons in person or online is to work on 4 notes, and you try and do as much as you can with those 4 notes to make them sound good and not boring. So you create a whole solo using just 4 notes. Try it out for yourself and see how you get on. But that's it. Like, Share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Visit the shop, which is T-Mill, but it's all linked below. Visit the Patreon page for the jamming track for this lesson, and check out the videos that pop up wherever they pop up, and give it that thumbs up, most importantly, with a comment as well. Right, tab is free, website, Patreon, everything done. Link below. Nice one. See you later, everyone. Tutty bye.